Now let me ask you.
Not drawing.
Was it fantastic?
Sometimes that occurs.
Come down here to Kansas, yeah? Was it fantastic?
Yeah. My opining on what is the Tulsa Sound?
Yep, yep.
Well, I always defer back to the way Jimmy Carson described it, which was a very cynical view, but well, people usually try two attempts to answer this question, either by focusing on the sound part, what makes up, the rhythmic or the melodic or whatever, or they try and answer it's just a scene, right, of this group of people in this basic time frame in this geographic location. But I tend to default to Jimmy Carstein's very cynical answer. It's a marketing term used to add value to a commodity, like any other marketing term, right? The music part is completely separate from any attempt to label it, is the way I feel about it. I think that's where he was coming from. And so I was persuaded by him because to me it's a distraction, right? Music should just be this thing that comes from the well, pure and unfiltered by anything, including your own concept of what genre you're in or what scene you're part of or where you're at on the charts, whether it's Americana or I think Texas has their own music charts.
They do.
So for those reasons, I tend to just look at it from the most pure place of it's just music. It's all rock and roll. If it's folk music, I want it to rock. Bluegrass, I want it to rock. If it's rock, I want it to rock. So, and there's a lot of overlap with the Red Dirt thing. Jimmy was playing with us about the time Red Dirt was becoming like a real subgenre, or it was being used that way. People were asking me what it means, Red Dirt music, which is much harder because the music is so much more diffuse, right? The Red Dirt Rangers sort of brought the term into its most popular use, and they were a two-accordion Zydeco Tex-Mex band inspired by Augie Myers and Doug Sahm, right? That was kind of their thing. Medicine Show was also a Red Dirt band, and we started off as a Little Feat Grateful Dead cover band and moved into Hendrix and Merle Haggard and started writing our own songs. It just stylistically we're on different maps, but it's all the same genre. So I can't. Is that enough of an answer? That's as good as I can get.
That was Jimmy's perspective, but what does Scott? When Scott Evans,
why was he influential to me?
Right. Well, when you hear the term Tulsa Sound, what does that mean in the mind of your junior high mind? That word you heard, now you've lived it, you're in it. Tulsa Sound.
Well, I'll repeat Jimmy again. There's only two ways to play a shuffle. You can play, and I don't read rhythmic notation, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what he said. You can play a dotted eighth note, or you can play a triplet without the two. Right? And that both of those are going to give you that. And you can speed it up, slow it down, slur it. You can get the bass in front of or behind.
Well, then you got the, that sliding scale of that short eighth note, how short you want it, because it can be just a straight ahead swing.
Yep. You hear it a lot.
Or you can put that,
get it open.
The sound of a flat tire. Somebody once said.
Blackwell kind of.
Somebody once said the Tulsa Sound is the sound of a flat tire. Or maybe it's defined by that Tulsa Shuffle.
And it makes sense with the streets the way they are.
Well, his point was, people say that Tulsa Shuffle, but a shuffle is a shuffle is a shuffle.
I just disagree with y'all. I'm just saying there's lots of kind of shuffle. You got the Purdy shuffle, which is special.
Which isn't even a shuffle.
And that's not necessarily, but they all.
Yeah. I think that labels are useful to an extent, but they're shorthand, and that the real deal is just in the sound. It's beyond concepts and labels. Yeah.
So when you started your answer, you said it's a community.
It's both of those things, yeah. Like people, what I've noticed from listening to people answer the question is they either pick a lane or combine how the scene is this, right, which is people in a certain time frame and a certain geography of place, like Red Dirt came out of Stillwater, going all the way back to Ripley. And yeah, I think he was kind of the first dude.
Yeah, and guys like Jesse
Red Dirt Studios and
Jesse Ed Davis. Jesse A. Davis
had a song.
Predated even Ripley. So guys like Jesse A. Davis, Tulsa guy. Red Dirt Boogie brother. I think he was from Norman. But he is part of the Tulsa Sound also. So, without all those elements, and somebody else said that the Tulsa Sound is something that's effortlessly cool. And I thought that was a good way to put it.
Well, laid back is a word that certainly fits.
Yeah.
It's not like, you don't get a whole lot of Red Dirt or Tulsa Sound songs that have that on the very front end of the beat, you know what I mean? The drums are usually a little more relaxed.
It's the bass player's responsible for tempo and Tulsa.
You're right. You're right, absolutely.
Anyway, that's my answer.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. This has been Chris Foster. This has been Scott Evans. My name's Oscar Padron, and this is the Tulsa Sound Podcast. He died and left his body to the bottom of the ocean. Now everybody knows that when a body decomposes, the basic elements are given back to the ocean. And the sea does what it ought to, and soon turns salty water. Not too good for drinking, 'cause it tastes just like a teardrop run round through a filter. And it comes out of the faucet, and it flows into a teacup, which is just about to bubble now. Think about your trouble.